Hi there. Good morning. Our name and character revealed this week 18, is Jehovah Sabaoth, the Lord of hosts, which refers to God as the commander of heavenly armies, hosts of angels, and spiritual beings who serve and carry out God's will. The hosts signify the vast and powerful forces that God commands both in heaven and on earth, showing his absolute sovereignty and authority over all creation. In Scripture, the title emphasizes God's power to protect and defend his people, especially in times of battle or distress. It portrays him as a mighty warrior, not just concerned with human armies, but with spiritual forces as well. When we call upon the Lord of hosts, we are invoking God's strength, leadership, and ability to lead us to victory, whether in spiritual battles or in the challenges we face in life. This name reassures us that God has unlimited resources and forces at his command, and he uses them to fight for and protect his people. It highlights both his power and his commitment to those who trust in him. In Isaiah 6, 1-5, the prophet Isaiah has a profound vision of God as Jehovah Sabaoth, the Lord of hosts, seated on his throne with angels all around him, proclaiming his holiness. This powerful image reveals God's supreme authority over everything and reminds us that he is both infinitely majestic and intimately connected to his people. The name Jehovah Sabaoth isn't just about God's power, it's also about his protection, especially for those who feel weak or vulnerable. When David faced Goliath, he didn't rely on his own strength. Instead, he boldly declared, "I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts." That's in 1 Samuel 17:45. See, David trusted that God would fight for him, and that same assurance is available to you. When you call on Jehovah Sabaoth, you're calling on the one who fights your battles and leads you to victory no matter what you're facing, whether it's spiritual challenges or real life obstacles. If you're involved in ministry or simply seeking a deeper connection with God, meditating on Jehovah Sabaoth can bring you comfort and strength. Because without strength, we couldn't face or handle the challenges, responsibilities, or demands that come with serving others. Calling on Jehovah Sabaoth helps us when we're facing spiritual warfare. We know that ministry often involves spiritual battles. Strength is essential and needed to stand firm against temptation and the forces that oppose God's work. See Ephesians 6:10-12. What about our emotional and mental resilience? Ministry can be emotionally taxing. As leaders often counsel people through difficult times, strength is essential in helping maintain emotional balance and clarity. Don't count out the endurance and perseverance we need, because serving others and advancing God's kingdom can be a long and demanding process. Strength is essential in helping those who minister to persevere in their calling, even in the face of setbacks, criticisms, or personal struggles. Isn't that comforting to know? I think so. And not to mention the physical demands, right? Depending on the type of ministry, there may be physical demands, whether it's mission work, preaching, or leading programs. Physical strength allows for sustained effort in these activities. Leaders in ministry are called to reflect Christ's strength, love, and compassion. Model Christ. When ministers exhibit strength, they inspire others to trust in God's power and rely on his strength in their own lives. What about spiritual leadership? Strength is definitely needed to guide others in faith, uphold biblical teachings, and set an example for the church or community. Ministers face rejection, opposition, or persecution. Strength is crucial to remain faithful so not to be discouraged in such times. Strength is, in this sense, comes from the reliance on God. See Philippians 4:13, allowing his power to work through human weakness. In moments when you feel small or overwhelmed, remember that you serve the God who commands all of heaven and earth. His power is limitless, and he's on your side. The name Jehovah Sabaoth means the Lord Almighty. This title speaks to God's complete sovereignty over everything. Like David, who faced Goliath with nothing more than 5 stones and a sling, you can trust in God's power over your circumstances. David said to Goliath, "You come to me with a sword, a spear, and a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts." That's in 1 Samuel 17:45. Imagine facing your own challenges with this same confidence, knowing that God is with you and will fight for you. Remember this: God is the Lord Almighty. Take a moment today or over this week to reflect on the questions below. How can they strengthen your faith in God who fights for you? 2, how does knowing this side of God increase your confidence in him, especially when you face challenges? 3, I'm sorry, I take that back. There is no 3. For further study, just read more, okay? Read Isaiah 6:3, 2 Samuel 7:26-27, 1 Chronicles 11:9, Romans 9:29, James 5:4, 2 Corinthians 6:18, Revelations 1:8, and 4:8. And please have a wonderful and blessed day. God bless you. Bye-bye.